Okay, so done with triangles. Now let's look at the cylinder. It's important for the cylinder that you are knowing the difference between the radius and the diameter. So it's maybe a good strategy to list the key ideas in a cylinder. That would be the radius, the diameter, and the height. In this diagram, you're told the distance from one edge clean across the cylinder to the other edge through the center. That is the diameter. Once you know the diameter, you know the radius, because the radius is halfway across the circle. So half of 12 is 6. As you can see, we're in centimeters, so these will all be considered centimeters. The height or the length, depending on how you look at it, of the cylinder, the distance from circle to circle, is 15. So this is a good strategy, I think, so that way you don't mix up the R, the radius, and the diameter. And when you get working in the formula, you can look back at your list. So first, for its surface area, we know we have two circles, one at each end. And the area of circles is 2 pi r squared. Pi r squared is one circle, but we have two circles. Plus we have the wall, so pi, again, d will be how far around the circle the wall wrapped, times the height of the wall. Remember, the wall is a triangle. Its width is the circumference of the circle, and its height is the distance between the circles. Fill in our data. That's 2. They're times. These are all hugging, so they are multiplying. Pi. Do not use the pi symbol on your calculator. Use 3.14. Times r squared, which means r times r. It's a good strategy right now to not do 6 squared, because you might forget to square it or you do it wrong. So just show in your data that r squared would be 6 times 6. So that will give us the area of the two circles. Now for the wall, we have 3.14 times d, which is the diameter. That's all across the circle, which is 12, times the height of 15. Okay, now we have some pretty big calculations, so hopefully you made sure you brought your calculator. So to calculate, we take 2 times 3.14 times 6 times 6. Do not forget to square that. So that is 226.08. That would be the area of the circles. To get the area of the wall, 3.14 times 12 times 15, which equals exactly 558. Do not round for these. It doesn't matter how big the decimal is. Unless the problem tells you to round, don't round. Now we're going to add those areas, the wall area, the circle areas, and we'll have 0.08 at the end. 8 and 6 is 14. 1 and 5 is 6, and 2 is 8, and 5 and 2 is 7. It's in centimeters, so it's centimeters squared. And that's it for cylinders. Just make sure you know the difference between the radius and diameter, and that the radius is squared. So you see the number multiplied twice.